Hello, everyone. My little thing has stopped working, but never mind. Sorry about that. My internet cracked out. So my little doohickey.
I think you should seek a doctor for that.
Now it's working. My little doohickey. Now it's a little avatar's popping up. It's just when I click over from my intro screen to the stream, it seems to disconnect, I'm guessing, and then it has to reconnect. But it does you guys first. I'm just like, But anyway, before my internet decided to throw a fit, we had done some survival roles. So Muttermouth kicks one of the Izmirians out of the way, and comes in with his knife and begins attempting to skin the flying bat creature. So whilst that's happening, Kalindra, you have a look at the other creatures. So this one here, the herd beast, definitely female, definitely wet nursing. Has a very bloated lower section.
Kalindra felt it up, didn't she?
Maybe there's a little puddle around it. The blood looking a little bit creamier. The wounds that it seems to have sustained are not from the venomous terror. They appear to be from the avian. As it has not large flashes. It seems as if the hide of the creature protected it a bit, but unfortunately, oh, actually, you guys don't actually know that they're. But you have seen enough of the wounds, and again, Kalindra, the wound is not large, but it's all fizzy, and the meat around it is blackening. So, Heinrich,
how joyous!
Would you like to do a survival roll?
Who?
You have survival. Plus 10.
Why not?
Monomouth's going to re-roll his. And he doesn't have many uses here. God damn it, got one. Okay.
I'll fate point, hang on.
So one creature has been successfully done. The people of Izmir, well, the blood skinners, which are the hunters, they do have survival. They're gonna roll as well. They fucked up. Well, hang on. They should get a group fortune point every session. They only get one between. So we'll use it now. They want to impress. They haven't done. God, they got one. Okay. Never mind. This is gonna take a while. So about an hour has gone by after the fight. Now, Abby, you have control of the creature. Now,
yeah, she'll just sit down with it, faced away from all the bloody work, and just sits there, pets it, calms it down.
I was going to give you control over the thing, but I don't remember how to do it at the moment. Stop being a dumbass. So Heinrich, Muttermouth, and the Izmirians. Would you like to roll another survival roll? Right. Oh, thank fuck.
But you lob this ball off of the wall.
You have been adding a plus 10, right, Heinrich?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so the Izmirians, they're going to have a go as well. Okay, right. 4 of them have been.
I only have survival of basic, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these 3 creatures have all been butchered. So, if you'd like to open up your party supplies, unfortunately, as you bring forth the meat from these avian beasts, it is foul, not only looking but smelling. Mottermouth doesn't really want to eat this, and neither do the Izmirians. It looks gross. However, you do get 2 large talons. So the creature has a normal, like, a thumb, 5 fingers, like a lot of creatures in our. It's not human, don't worry. But it has what looks like one very, very large talon on either hand. And as you've been cutting them up, you've got the hands. It looks as if there's a fluid that's coming off or coming out of the finger somewhere along this talon. Yeah, there's a glycerol, like a glucosey, a glucosey syrup, a really thick liquid. I've coated the talon the talons as they've been swiping and slashing with them.
Right.
So currently, from each creature, you have 2 talons, but they're not usable at the moment. They're just the hands. You'll have to do something else with the hands. But you do get the wing lever, so you can add in for each creature. So you currently have 6 light wing lever. It's incredibly durable. As you pull on it, it doesn't want to give. It's very thin, so it won't work as armor, but it is incredibly light.
Okay. So who's typing them? Or is anyone typing at the moment?
That would be a no. That usually Alpi that does that.
What? I'm not typing.
Yeah. So 6 wing leather.
You got it done, Terry?
I thought Geddy was taking care of the party supplies.
Usually when I try to do it, someone else has already jumped on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Share the love, people. Share the love.
There we go.
But yeah, you have the light wing lever, 6 parts, and you have 6 talons.
And 6x.
Yep. And you've been here for the herd beast. So okay, there's no reason for Muttermouth to hide from you. So he would point to Kalindra because she's near it, and point at where the flesh is blistering, kind of blackening and oozing, and he's just like, no, eat poisonous.
So no meat from this guy.
No. You lose 1 hank of meat. Much like in
Only
our
one?
world, if you use poison, you basically cut out a big chunk of it, throw it away.
Okay. So how much is that then?
So, fuck it. You won't get the leather from it, but you
No worries.
Food. So you get 11 hanks of.
That's including the -1.
No. Yes, yeah, including the mine.
Alright.
Ever. Muttermouth refuses to touch the Terror. Like, no,
Right.
takes his head and walks off.
That's not the one I fought. I got it before, was it?
This is this one.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it is.
So I've done the avian beasts first, then I've given a technical third beast. If you want to examine and butcher the Terror, by all means,
Oh,
you can.
all right. Did we get horns from the herd beast?
Ah, yes.
Two. Take it. Alright. Alright.
Fuck it,
I'm
so
gonna
the
look at-
Assyrians will have a go.
I'm gonna look at the calendar. Do you want to give it a go?
7 is first case. Jumps on in with a knife. Plus 10. I'll go hacking into it, Heinrich.
I know I don't.
No?
I've already fucked up enough hanks of meat at the moment, so. Kalindra? Gray? Any chance you guys want to?
Gray would see if he can. We didn't bring any containers in which we could squeeze some poison in.
that is the picture for the party supplies. I approve.
Where are we looking?
I can butcher this. I'll be extra careful.
Would I have any
Yeah.
Would I be
Uh,
able to squeeze some poison in the steam drill?
What?
You mean you're only one good?
Yeah, true. I mean, I feel it's wasteful to throw away 2 liters of water compared to. Yeah. I'll throw away a gourd of water and try to squeeze some poison in it. Can I do that?
So what do you do? Where are you getting this?
The venomous terror? Or is it not liquid poison?
So with the venomous terror, as you examine it, you realize that it doesn't seem to have. Although there's saliva in its mouth, and its mouth is rank, the smell that comes out of its open maw is fucking hideous. You don't think it's poisonous in that way. Give me an intelligence check. You're gonna have to do this with a -20. Because
I do have that database thingy.
Yeah,
of
this
the
is not so much about the database. Well, I'll say a -10. Go over -10. You might have picked something up from the database.
So a tech use or
No. It would be a. That's why there's also a minus to it, because I don't think you have for living creatures.
I do not.
Yeah. So I'll.
Lower by Lucius.
So it'd be
I think
intelligence.
for total recall, it's intelligence.
Okay. So
I did a intelligence -10.
okay. So with a bit of help from the database the Archaeotech database, you put together a couple of theories. It wasn't stated in the Archaeotech database, but then you're putting 2 and 2 together, and it was known to be a garbage eating creature. It it eats diseased and rotten flesh as its staple. You imagine that the diseases surrounding its teeth and you see the debris in its mouth, that if it bites you, yeah, it's going to be toxic. You're going to get all sorts of diseases and thus, much like a Komodo dragon.
Dare you to bite one of its teeth?
Swallow it.
Kiss it.
Lick it.
Whereas if you start, so you remember from the database that it's meant to be highly corrosive. Look at its
Corrosive?
teeth. Yep, highly corrosive. Look at its teeth, and you're like, well, teeth aren't corrosive. And then you have a little light goes off, a little zap of electricity, light enlightens your memory coils, spark of knowledge. I mean, stomach acid? I mean, if it eats everything, it would make sense that it would have a strong stomach acid, I suppose.
I don't suppose. Would I be able to determine if the court would be? Would I be able to extract the stomach and bind off the? How do you call those in English? The enters and exit.
You could attempt to, but if you fuck up too much, you might get it on you.
You roll. What do I roll? Or since you did say attempt to.
So technically, you could roll Medicaid on it, because this would be like a kind of surgery, but there would be a negative. Don't know the creature's anatomy. Don't know where it's meant to be. But it's dead, so you don't actually care if it's hurt or in pain or anything like that. So I'd probably say for an autopsy, it'd be like a +20, because it's a dead creature. It doesn't matter if you fuck up. However, it's an unknown economy. That's the right word. So
+10.
Are you gonna take your time? You're not rushing. You're just gonna go.
I mean, I'm going to take my time with it, since the group seems to also take their time with their other things.
Okay, so I'll give you a +10 to roll overall. Okay, so as you kind of roll the creature over, and you're like, well, this kind of looks like where the stomach should be. You start cutting with a blade, and very, very quickly realize that its physiology is very different. Physiology. As you cut into what you think would be like the rib cage area, its guts just start flying out as if they're under like pressure inside. As it's a little bit like I don't actually know what it's like. Yeah, it's imagine guts getting squashed out of a bloated corpse, I guess. And very quickly, as you start opening up the cut more, maybe hoping that things stop just flying out. You cut and all of a sudden it rips. The skin is just pulled away as all of the offal, all of the internal organs just slump out of the creature. Unfortunately, as everything falls out at once, you kind of step back as everything's just out, spread out and oozing. And can everyone give me a toughness test, please?
we get a bonus?
You get a negative. -10.
I'm 33 meters away. Do I have to take a toughness test?
Yep.
-10, you said? Or no?
I've been through some pretty ranky places.
My,
He smelled it from miles away.
Kalindra. Ooh, Kalindra. Give me a willpower test first. It will determine if you've smelt
Okay.
things as badly. You are a degenerate. You anything.
Do I gain any bonuses?
No. Just this is just a nuffle. So
Yeah, no. Nuffle doesn't like me. You shouldn't do that to me.
If I like to roll -10 to. Okay, so so I believe I got everyone. So the Izmirians, so Cray, you breathe deep. Fight to keep your breakfast down. It's fucking gross. It's the worst smell you've ever encountered before. For the Izmirians, they gag. And again, you would be gagging, Cray, at this with 3 degrees. The Izmirians are gagging. Heinrich, you have composed yourself. You were just like, no, you will not.
I cannot vomit for my noble image.
Kalindra, sorry, that was a willpower. So Abby, I'm sorry, you've thrown up. This smell penetrates your very soul.
I'm
and
33
soul.
meters away, though.
Yep, it's a powerful stench. And Kalindra, I believe, yep, you're puking as well. It is. Wow, it's one of those smells that just gets up in there, and you guys weren't expecting it, and it's just. Actually, I should get the herd beast. We'll just give him a. Well, he's a herd beast. Herd beast, probably better senses. The herd beast tries to run away. No, the herd beast throws up as well. Abby.
It's okay. Let it all out. Let it out. I just keep petting it.
I imagine as it's younger, it throws up first. You're just like, no. It is a foul odor. Pray as you poke around, maybe, possibly you notice that it looks as if the contents of the stomach has moved along. So basically, it flattened out, and the liquid moved along through the bowel and through the mouth, and you can almost like see the liquid in the creature's throat, just corroding the throat, and again through the bowels of it. Once it leaves the large intestine, once it leaves the small intestine, the lower intestine just seems to dissolve away as this disgusting, hideous-looking fluid dribbles out. But
Maybe we should weaponize them.
But you didn't step on it or get it on yourself. Let's see.
Or is there a second subject I can vivisect?
Sadly not. The other ones have been reclaimed. Their totality. So, I imagine you're going to need a bit of time to compose yourselves after that smell and getting out of the area. So once you get downwind, you are actually off this map. The smell is truly like one of those that just emanates out. You're walking behind the rocks down south, and you're walking down 5 minutes or so past the rocks before it is no longer in nostril range. By the time you get down to this area, you will give me an awareness. sound. Liliana. Sorry, Abby. I can tell you that as you get away and your head clears, your stomach stops clenching. You can hear what sounds to be more of the venomous terrors way off in the distance.
Seems these creatures attract each other.
Probably the fucking smell.
So as you move down world map, you would come to a stream eventually, or you can walk down to the stream if you guys want to like clean yourselves off for some fresh water, you know.
Can we toss the tech priest in?
No,
If he gets
the
close
tech
enough.
priests refuse. Also, who will man your titans?
I will, because I'm the only fucking psyker you have, bitch.
Hmm.
Yup, suck it.
So what would you like to do? Two of you are muted.
For now, I am just going to wash my face a little bit, drink some water, and wait.
I'm going to ask Mattermouth whether or not the little herd beast we have is female or male.
So hang on a minute. Did I roll for Muttermouth? Yeah, no, I did. I did. He was gagging. So after Muttermouth like goes to the water and like he seems to be blowing air into the water, peering out his nostril. He like dries off his face a little bit. His fur's all like matted together from there, and he looks at you and like looks down at the herd beast. Looks at you, looks down at the herd beast, and kind of with his hand just lifts up the herd beast's leg and looks underneath. So who wants to roll a 50-50? Heads or tails, anyone?
You've seen my luck. I'm not doing it.
It's a female.
You are way too euphoric about that.
Leave Heinrich be. It's Beetlebot. You've seen those Ismerians. Well, actually, maybe. Yeah, Mouth is tells you.
The wild one we butchered. Jim.
Oh, I forgot. My apologies.
So I guess we should head back.
Sure. Head back to Izmir, you can. Now you set out quite early, and you didn't go that far from town. So although you spent a number of hours doing the butchery, it was like 2 hours. it's still not that late in the day. It's probably about 1 o'clock when you, like, lunchtime ish, when you leave, and then it only takes you hours or so to get back to town. So the community is fairly surprised that not only have the hunters that you've took away with you, the same number have returned, but also come back earlier. And although, you know, not everyone is carrying loads of food, you do have, you know, some of them are carrying hanks of meat. So, you know,
Are these new tokens, or am I just blind?
you just
Yeah,
buy.
I don't remember them.
Damn it! Could have got someone you'd be like, yeah, no, he's just blind. You just don't remember Jim. You need to stop drinking. No,
That's never gonna happen.
they are new tokens.
I'm drinking and playing a blind woman. I saw them.
See, there you go.
Could have pretended. And also, I'm drinking. Well, never mind. Shush. So, yes, there are. So, for those of you who are listening, it seems as if as Heinrich gets to the gate, he like pulls the group aside and mentions that they should maybe some of the spoils more fairly with the community, build a rapport.
I'm sorry, Heinrich. I can't hear you. I'm joking, obviously.
Raises his.
Yeah, I think originally that was the plan anyway, wasn't it?
Do we need to send a bottle rocket?
I don't think I wanted to do that just yet.
Yeah, but I made him laugh.
Wait till he's playing outside. Carefully open your window. So, yeah, you get back to town. How do you want to sit? You don't have quite as many people gathering around this time. There's not quite as big of a buzz over the meat. Honey was something very, very special. Apparently, what? Yeah.
50-50 might be good for the split.
Sure.
I mean, technically speaking, if we give them more, we can go hunting again tomorrow, and maybe we could find, you know, a better hunting spot, because we killed, well, beasts that had no meat, basically. Yeah, maybe better rolls soon. I mean, I can say that for myself because my rolls are always shit, Escalade.
I mean, it's entirely up to you what you guys do. If you want to just keep out on going out hunting, and but again, this area is being hunted quite a lot. So you can keep on going out hunting. And try But yeah,
Cray, build a grill. We're having a barbecue tonight.
well, maybe you could
Right,
do that.
we can try.
No, you basically made one last time. The thing that I explained a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so as you go into town, I know you said 50-50, but you got 11 hunks of meat. So do you want to give them 6 and take 5? I mean, oh no, we've just lost you. Yes, add the hallucinogenic honey to the meat. That'll be fine.
If there comes any honey to my meat, I will not eat it.
Yeah, give them one hunk of meat that's left over. I mean, they've been feeding us the last 2 days. I think might as well give something back.
Sure. Okay. So if you want to add into your character sheets 5 hanks of meat, do keep in mind if they're salted or not. I think I said it's like 2 thrones to salt a hank of meat. A while ago. So sure, they take their spoils and they go over to the foreman. Is stored. After giving the meat they've got from hunting over, he scrutinizes it, but then his meat it will come in from the same place, and you'd notice that he passes them thrones. Something gets put into their hands. They then oh, holy fucking shit! You seem to have impressed them. So they come together. I think there was 5 of them. They come over to Heinrich and buy thrones as they, or one of them turns around and gives 5 thrones as they head back into town towards where the merchant is. Shouldn't be lazy. Oh god, they're gonna fill the area up. Blacksmith, push one of them off the still. It's a hallowed piece of technology. Get away from it, thief. Yeah, they come over to where the merchant is. See that they seem to be buying their alcohol supply for tonight. Yeah, I am gonna need the players who are here and can be vocal to please be vocal. Otherwise, it's gonna be very quiet.
Sorry. I was just
I
taking
think Jim is still away.
Yeah, we've lost Jim and Geddy at the moment. It's like, oh no.
I try a small piece of meat.
You're here in spirit. No, is there anything like you guys want to do now that you're back, or you can time skip to the evening when everyone's just doing pretty much the same. It's just you
I
have
think we're
daylight.
going to time skip. Don't think I have anything planned. I maybe could start making a pen for the baby thingy. Baby beast. First beast.
Sure, you could. You have to do it out of stone. Or well, sorry, the best material or the material they have the most of would be stone. But leather they also have.
I have a last cutter.
Well, no, it's just like they don't have lots of steel to use. make an enclosure. They don't have lots of wood. The material that they have a lot of is stone and leather. So
I can use that.
yeah, by all means.
I'll attempt to get it with my last storage. Last cutter.
So you've got it's about 3 in the afternoon now. So you've got maybe 3 hours before everyone else puts down tools. So this isn't really a tech use thing. More a labor skill, a strength or toughness skill. So skill. Okay, I'm gonna say that it's gonna have to be a strength stat. So if you give me a strength check, doing this for about 3 hours. So I'm gonna
I mean, we
say
could just get ropes. I think they sell ropes.
you can't make a. I mean, you can tie a rope to it, but
Well, I mean, make the enclosure of ropes, like a fence.
so give me a strength roll if you want to do it with stone. With a minus. Oh, sorry. Actually, before you do that, Albie, give me a toughness roll flat. No, toughness with a +10, and then we'll see what happens. I get a toughness test with a +10.
Yes, I'm typing it in.
Oh. Ooh, okay. So can I get a strength test with +25? Actual 8.
Hello?
Yeah, I need a strength with a +25.
Sorry.
Is the pen outside, or are we putting it next to our tents?
Where do you want it? Could make it next to our tents, could make it outside.
I mean, it's a small herd beast. We might be able to convince the locals.
Hey, so with 3 degrees of success, it's not the greatest construction of the Omnisire that's ever been created, Cray. The rocks are really heavy and quite difficult to carry all the way over from the warehouse over to here. You're dumping one rat down, going and getting another one, dumping it down, and why? the 6th or 7th rock, you're really getting a sweat on and praying to the Omnisire that one day a servitor fall from the sky to assist you with this mundane shit. But you push on and you know, about an hour into this, you've got enough rocks. Think, you start placing them out and positioning them, and as the sun begins to set, you're like, you know what, this will fucking do. You have a rock enclosure, and it's big enough for the herd beast now. It will outgrow it, but it'll do to keep it, close by and secure-ish. Again, I say ish because even the walls, the wooden walls here, they're rotten. So it wouldn't take much for something to knock through the wooden wall of this town. Okay.
Look, I'm honestly surprised this village hasn't been overrun by like a spider testicle or something.
Surprising that, but you would notice that there isn't much blood around. Like, they do seem to have some rituals where you saw them all cut their hand and raise it up to the sky, but it's not even over at the medical. It's not like there's awful and rotting things in town. I'll give it to you. You've been here long enough. There's a dump about 2 minutes. No, it'd probably be about 5 minutes away, where they seem to dump all the offal, all the shit that they can't use, any rotten goods or anything like that. But every now and then it does get cleaned up by the venomous terrors. No worries, man. I mean, these things happen. My internet fucking just crapped out mid-session, so, It can't be helped.
No worries, Scotty.
Good night, man. Take care. So you managed to get the...
Take care.
Also, add 150 for character sheet. Oh, and Getty, we didn't get XP yesterday. Only 4. In case you forgot. Yeah, so basically you get this primitive pen set up. The sun's about to set as everyone kind of gathers round, and pretty much the same happens as every other evening in Izmir. Only this time it is a little different. So, for example, yes, you have noticed that there are some new tokens in the. So the funny thing is, these tokens were actually in the first world I made for Izmir. Like the first game that we had, these tokens, but I didn't add them in. So as the drinking starts, obviously you guys go to the common area, shall we call it? Or if you don't go there, food gets brought over to you from the cook-up that they're having. I imagine Muttermouth gets called over again to assist with cooking, to help teach the Izmirians how to actually look after themselves. Food. And it'd be at this point, if you're at the fire or not, food gets brought. Tonight they do have more of the drumming, which you haven't seen quite as much of recently, because there's been the excitement of the new food, and there's been the excitement of the alcohol, the solid bowels. It's all new, refreshing, and then just strange. So there hasn't been that much going on. But tonight's a little bit different. They do seem to bring out their primitive drums, and a number of Izmirians are actually dancing around the fire. A provocative yet slightly ritualistic Like if you were to see again in our world today, if you saw tribals doing a tribalistic dance around a fire, it looks a little ritualistic from an outside perspective. For you guys, a little bit more racist. However, you are educated and intelligent Imperials. These are kind of savage inbreds. But yeah, as you watch or as you see them start to dance, yeah, it smacks of ritual, but you don't really see anything ritualistic. There's no iconography, no like trying to do an 8-pointed star with your hands or none of that shit. Well, they don't. So it looks like they're pissed. They're kind of swaying. They're not matching together. It doesn't seem as if this is an important night for them, but it's not the same dance. Yeah, sorry. The dancing was meant to take more of a point, but I kind of didn't add their character sheet in pages, so it looks like they're almost practicing a dance routine rather than taking it too seriously. So even though they're messing up, they're laughing about it and joking. And again, the rhythms of it, of the drumming, not everyone's on point, not everything seems quite correct. It does seem as if the whole community, those who can drum or dance, are. And I believe the dancers are the
I guess Abby will stay by the enclosure, just, petting the herd beast. If any of the locals come over, they can pet the herd beast as well. If Muttermouth is around, she might ask what the dance is about.
Okay. So Muttermouth by this point probably would have stopped cooking. In fact, he's probably the one who does. I'm sure there may be some Izmirians who are trying to take that role from him, but he's like, no, fuck you. I have my place in this. So Muttermouth would come over to you at dancers. His head goes to the side for a moment, and he watches them, and soon. For Fettit, for harvest soon. Not harvest. In some days now, not sure when. Some days from now, moon will be full. But when it gets to highest point in sky, it will change color. Sometimes red, sometimes blue or purple. Once or twice green. Other colors happen too. For Fetits, it signifies change in herds in north. Or people here kind of shrugs a little bit because they're not really organized enough to have like proper things happen, but kind of shrugs. And sometimes hunters and gatherers get for more food, animals. He gestures to their shitty little farms out at the side and like produce.
So to them, this has to do with their gods or their ways, as they call them.
Sort of. I'm not allowed so close before you come. He kind of gestures to the shitty part of town, the shanty part where he used to live, where you guys live now, well, except for Rick, and kind of gestures around there. They throw stones if I tried to get too close. Some of their doesn't really know another word for it other than rituals.
Is there something like Harvest Moon in the Imperium?
There would be, but it would be
Probably depending on
Agri.
planets.
Yeah, it would be on Agri. Or feud.
Would Abby know anything about, the color of the moon changing? Weird stuff like that with scholastic lore occult?
So I'll give you this one. So give me a scholastic lore cult with a +20. You would know for sure that a full moon can change color. There are documented like blood moons and blue moons and all of these sorts of things. They're pretty normal for planets to have. However, I believe with 4 degrees of success, you would also know that a lot of occult activity goes on around certain types of moon. This is scholastic, so sure, I think this isn't forbidden. It's right on the cusp of forbidden. But you'd be well aware that there are certain cults or certain sectors of the Imperium when you're a bloody astropath as well, so I think I can go into this and not. So you're well aware that there are times when the Regia cult, no, sorry, Eye of Terror, flares up, or other warp storms, warp rifts in the Imperium will flare up from time to time. Warp energy literally spews out of them, and this can send certain places within the Imperium into, there may be months of extreme cult activity. The moon will change color, or astral bodies will change. So it's definitely something that could be a cult, either through a primitive meaning of the word or through the chaotic variety. It really depends on what they do. Oh, but you would also be aware that there are Imperial. You didn't roll. Well, I suppose Imperial occult. You would be aware that there are Imperial planets that, full moon, where the light is bright, and that would be like celebration to the God Emperor for illuminating, the darkness. But there are also Imperial times with world and segmentum dependent.
Okay, so, nothing to really nail them to a cross over, I guess.
Yeah, not yet. depends on what happens during this next full moon.
Yeah, she'll nod and thank Madam Oath.
Sure. This is pretty much the only thing that will happen tonight. Practicing of drumming and dancing by the. I think I bought just enough time to make the restart of the Bible. Yeah, we got an hour on either side, roughly. That's okay. That's all. So, I think this is where we'll end the episode off, unless there's anything you guys want to do before going to sleep.
I don't know. You got anything, Jim?
Oh no! Now Jim's mute mic isn't working.
Oh no!
Sorry. I just was hard muted instead of just, muted in Discord. The only thing I can think of me doing is trying to do the scribble over here again. Other than that, I don't have much to do.
Okay. So as the camera goes black, as the camera fades to black, that's the we can just see as the degenerate starts crossing out her oblong-shaped, fucking rectangular circle as she begins to yet again try to just before going off. So, sorry about the technical difficulties in this episode. Not only I was having them, but my players. So, hopefully you bared with us and enjoyed the episode nonetheless. I certainly hope you did enjoy, and I look forward to episodes to where, of course, more shenanigans will be happening. Hopefully. Yes. I certainly hope you've enjoyed. Take care, everyone, and as always, I will remember my outro. Take care for now. Yeah, everyone. Bye for now. I'll try to remember it, but I don't. Bye bye, all.
See ya.
See ya.